In this video, I would like to introduce the Matlab environment. So if you start your Matlab, you will see that we have three different panes of windows here. The first one is a so-called your folder, current working directory. And you can see the command window where you can type some Matlab commands. And you have the workspace where you can see your variables that you declared or that you are using. And you can notice that here I can browse to different files, and that's going to be my working directory. And also by the command window you can type pwd, and that's going to return you the present working directory. There's also the dir function, and if you type you will find all the files within the current folder that you are at the moment. And also you can use the cd command to change your current working directory. As I said, you can also change your current working directory using these file browser here, or equivalently you can use the cd command. And suppose I want to change it to something else. Let's say I have another folder here, orders. So let's go to that folder, and you can see that my current folder has been changed. If you want to clear the command window, then you can use clc. If you want to clear all your workspace, you can use clear all. And then suppose I want to go back my desktop, you can declare some variables. You can see they will show up on the workspace. If you create a, let's say, matrix or vector like this one, this is a, you can see a 1×3 row vector of double precision numbers. Basically, all the numbers are treated as double by default in Matlab. And you can also use 1, 2, 3 if you want to create, let's say, a matrix 4, 5, and let's say 0. You can see that now this is a 2×3 matrix. Notice that in Matlab, small and capital letters are recognized as different variables. So if I create something else by the capital X, you can notice that that is recognized as a separate variable. Also notice that if you put this semicolon, it will not print on the command window like the previous example here. Furthermore, if you want to create a script, and you can save it, of course, for later use, you can click on new script. So you can do some, let's say, Matlab code here, y equals -10, let's say z equals x plus y. So if I want to run this, it will ask me to save it first. And I save it, and you can see that it executed, and the result for my z is already in my workspace. If you want to save your workspace for later use, we can also do that by the save command, or you can use the item here, save workspace. So these are equivalent things. So you can say example, let's say .mat, and let's say I clear my workspace now, and if I want to load example.mat, it will load back this mat file, which contains the workspace that I saved. Okay. There are also other items here later we can use, such as importing data. And you can also check this. There are other more complex Matlab tools that we will maybe use later on. And one of the other things we might use is the function. So if I click on a new function, basically here you will notice that I will have some input arguments. So let's give a very simple example. Let's say I want to sum two numbers, and you can call the name of this function as sum two numbers, and basically the output will be the summation. Okay, so that's a very simple function. So the summation is going to be equal to x plus y, and let's put the semicolon not to print anything on the screen. So you can save the function that you created. So if your current working directory is the desktop, it will automatically try to save it here. And basically notice that the name of the file should be exactly the same as the name of the function that we created. So by default, it will just do like that, and you can save it. And now we can use our function that we created. So let's say this is 12, and let's say this is -7, and you can see that our function is working. If I change my working directory to some other location, and if I try to run the function, you can see that it gives me the error that undefined function or variable, because the function is not in the current working directory that I am using right now. So I need to go back to the working directory where the function exists, and you can see that it is already here. So these are the very basic functionalities of Matlab, but later on we will see more complicated operations. So thanks for listening.